got body rough. Don't give a fuck about none. You might fuck my lord. You might call my lord. Love gon' set me up. Bitch gon' set me up. Don't retaliate up.
Yo, what's going on? It's that boy Fred. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I got some more anime style content for you guys. I got some of my best anime recommendations for newcomers. I have about 4 or 5 choices in here with an honorable mention also. But before we get into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you don't miss another video. And before we also get into the video, the honorable mention that I have is also going to be Death Note. And the reason I chose Death Note is because it's a really good anime. I know the gist of it. The only problem is I have not watched it, so I cannot give you a whole description like I will for the rest. But with that out the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first show we have on this list is going to be a well-known fan favorite for a lot of people. It's Hunter x Hunter. And Hunter x Hunter is about 148 episodes. And the best part about it is it has no filler, which is very nice for a lot of anime fans, especially starting it off, because you want to get to the main canon part of the story. And with that out the way, the main story is basically about a kid named Gon, whose goal is to find his father, but in the process he needs to become a hunter so he can achieve those goals. And on the way he meets a lot of friends who have very unique abilities and goals as well, and he runs into some formidable foes on the way there, and the fights are very interesting in the show. I tend to really enjoy them. And also with Hunter x Hunter, the anime moves pretty decently at a good pace. I would say give it about 10 to 20 episodes. If you don't enjoy it by then I would say then it might not be for you, but a good thing to know is the longer you watch it, the better it gets. Alright, so the next anime on this list is Mob Psycho. Now if you've ever watched One Punch Man, then you've probably heard or at least saw Mob Psycho. And Mob Psycho is basically about a kid who was born with psychic powers that far surpass even the most powerful psychics by a huge margin. And truly, Mob just wanted to be a normal high school kid, but he couldn't because of his psychic powers. Now, the best part about this anime is it's a little bit of everything for everybody. The anime has amazing animation and fights. It's actually some of my favorites. And it has a nice little story to go along with it. It has a good amount of comedy in it. And all around, just a good show. Now, I would say Mob, it takes about 3 to 4 episodes to really get into, since it's a relatively short anime, 24 episodes, just 2 seasons. And if you don't like it by then I'll say it's not for you, but I feel like this anime is for everyone. It's really, really good. Alright, next on this list is literally one of my personal favorites. It's in my top 5 animes of all time. It's Full Metal Alchemist. Now, when it comes down to story, this anime takes it all from me. It is my favorite storytelling anime of all time. It's about 2 brothers, Edward and Alphonse, who tried to perform human transportation on their passed away mother. And it ended up resulting in the entire demolishment of Alphonse's body and the demolishment of Edward's arm and leg, as you can see in the clip right there. Now, the best part about this story is it's basically all about these 2 brothers trying to figure out a way how to get their bodies back together. And the story is so deep, such a good anime with the emotional scenes, the fights, everything about it is good. There's not a single thing I can say bad about it. I gotta say, watch the whole thing. Now, next on the list is a good anime. I recently watched this one myself. It's the shortest out of all of these. It's sitting at 5 episodes, and it's Afro Samurai. Now, the best part about this anime, if you are an action-packed type of guy, this anime is all for you. When I say this anime is nothing but straight fighting the entire time, and it's brutal. It's really brutal, and I loved every bit of it. It's about a kid named Afro whose whole destiny and journey was to get revenge for his father, who was murdered, who was the former #1 headband, and now he had taken on the #2 headband to be known as the #2 strongest samurai in the world. And his whole goal, like I said, was to get that #1 headband back from the man who murdered his father right before his eyes. And the animation on it is really good. The story, it's 5 episodes. It's a quick, nice story to get into. The anime is just amazing. I would say just watch the whole thing. There's no reason you can't. Alright, now, last and finally on this list is probably the most popular anime on the list, but also probably the longest, which is going to be Naruto. Now, there isn't a lot about Naruto that I can say that I haven't already said in the past, except for it's a really good anime all around. I mean, the only downfall I can really see that people bring up about Naruto is the filler. And for a new fan, I can't see that being a little problem, but If you truly want to get rid of the filler, just look up a filler guide. It's not that hard. I've heard this and that. No, just look up a filler guide. But the main plot about Naruto is this kid named Naruto Uzumaki's main goal is to become the Hokage, which is the most powerful position in each village. And Naruto was brung up being an underdog. His parents both passed away at a young age. He had this demon fox in him that made everyone in the village fear him and want to hate him for no reason, but Naruto never let that get to him. And he kept striving towards his goal so he can one day become the Hokage of the village. And also, if you can get past these 200 episodes of Naruto, there's a second part to Naruto that is also 500 episodes. And as you can probably guess, that has a lot more filler in it. But that's probably going to be the end of this video. Please be sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.